So now we are in step 2 of this demo. We have built out the banner, and now we're going to apply some color on this. So the one thing I want to point out, which is kind of fun, a lot of people aren't aware of it, is when you have swatches open, and again, as a reminder, from Window, I have only opened up Properties and Swatches. Down here, there's a little icon that looks like books. That's the icon for the library. You can go down here and look at different swatch books, essentially. You can go to art history and find color palettes that are inspired from the Middle Ages. So I'm going to wake that up. And then I'm going to just kind of pull this down here. And that's my color palettes from the Middle Ages. So now I'm going to select this entire object here that I created. I'm going to go to Shapebuilder. And now I'm going to select a color from this palette, and maybe I'll here. Maybe I'll go this red. And as you can see, while you're in the Shapebuilder tool, you can just pop these colors in. It's very random what I'm doing here. It's a little more time consuming when you want to color type, because obviously it's more intricate. But you can also, at this point, I want to point out that you want to maybe clean up and join some shapes here. So as we zoom up here, we can see that, oops, there. We want to join these shapes together. And it's there. So again, it's a little more time consuming, and then here you want to actually hold your mouse down to join these shapes together. Now, last thing, you can maybe even look at coloring this banner. So I won't walk you through everything here because I guess I got rid of that stroke there. Well, anyhow, I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to stick with black. There. So that's just a basic tutorial on how to create a shield with internal elements, and I look forward to seeing your work.